Spirit are a great team, and they're one that, you know, these slow starts we often see. And the reason why this is so hard to predict is for Nemiga, it's like they're performing above and beyond what we're used to seeing from them right now. And so it becomes very, very hard to like factor that in, you know? It's like, to what extent is that the case? You know, even on a map like Nuke, which is a really good map for Spirit, it's one that they pick into a lot. Well, if you are just playing that damn well, if you are just feeling the game that much, then yeah, this could go in their way. Geo up on top of the hut is good for a double, and we're left in a 2-on-2. Magic's having to do absolutely everything in this round for Spirit, and he hops on by, gets down the vent, but he loses eye disbalance, and now he's going to hold for the vent drop, goes back in, and Speedak ready and waiting with the pistol. That was, see, even there, that's such a good read on that whole situation. Magic's vent dives, and Speedak, right, they leave eye disbalance hidden behind the vent to try and like bait Speedak into the fast rotate, and then eye disbalance can kill him. But Speedak is ready for exactly that.
Yeah, and you know, I guess this just leaves just one simple question remaining. Yeah,
Nemiga win it right now, 2-0. That's what's happening. Back it up. Yeah, sure. All right. That's what's happening, man.
Well, just so you do know, if Nemiga do win it here, they're going to go on to play Virtus Pro in those grand finals, the best of 5. Starting at 1 p.m. local time on Sunday. On Sunday. You. Speaking of which, got a little rowdy for your howdy here. Nemiga 2-0. Third place decider match. Well, whoever wins this will get the joy of playing Navi. And a red hot Simple who will not be happy. When I say red hot, I mean the day he shows up to play the grand final, or the third place decider.
Yeah, he's been in a bit of a weird spot lately as Simple. Oh, Box holding for this outside aggression, and it's only good for 1. This is an attempt at the bonus round for Nemiga. 2 MP9s bought into it. Wanted to take outside our team Spirit. These outside smokes gonna get lined up. Magic's there throwing the one from Truck, and I Disbalance throwing the other. These are just the standard ones to get you across the secret, and Team Spirit aren't going to look to put them to use. Instead, they use that as a bit of misdirection for Nemiga, and it has already worked. MDS is rotated down to B because Nemiga don't have any information as to what's going down outside. They do try and accommodate this by putting Speedak in the ramp room, but timing's everything here, and he will get tucked in just in the nick of time. They get out, and the AUG is only good for 1. So once more, we are kept even in a 3-on-3. They molly lollipop out, and he actually goes aggressive on the back of the Molotov. Still, in an even odd scenario, and timing is everything here for Geo. He's checking the door as Mir swings from the hut. And so that leaves MDS in a 1v2. There are weapons retrievable, but right now he doesn't want to make noise. So he's still on the MP9. And Mir back into the lobby is able to get the better of him.
That's nice from Spirit, man. They take every position on the map, right? Smokes outside, player lurking behind them, back to the ramp room, trading out, and then doubling into A. Hitting some very good timings there as they bait Nemiga into thinking it's every position but that top site until it already is. Only bonus round, though.
And let's look at something that, you know, is kind of just glaring right out in front. Is that Spirit go for that T-sided start. Now, maybe that's on the back of the result of this matchup the other day on Nuke, and then feeling just confident in the game plan against Nemiga on their CT side.
It's their picks, and Nemiga just get the choice on CT, and you're always going to start on CT on this map, regardless of feeling. I feel like everyone picks CT on every map, even like Dust 2 and Vertigo, where the numbers actually do point in it being T-sided. People just like to get the CT side out of the way. They also don't like to show their game plan in the first half and give away, you know, how they want to approach the attack. But I don't think Spirit mind where they start too much on a map such as Nuke. Back to outside for Spirit. They're a man down and there's 2-on-3. Nemiga padding that A site, knowing the lurking that went on out the hut last time around. Spirit could just cross the secret. No one's watching outside. which is obviously a timing for Nemiga that they have to be aware about. Keep your eyes on Heaven, keep your eyes on main. That is being done. Spirit not taking the B-bomb site while it's available. Lollipop could get spotted, and Young deals with him. Nice shot. 2-on-2 now. The info's there for Nemiga that this outside wrap's coming through, but they double back to Secret. Oh, MDS. Now, he doesn't see anything, but he doesn't know if they've gone back in through main, if they've hit a timing garage. And so he just goes up into A to play with his teammate, but it's all too little too late. Spirit have the B-bomb site and the plant right in front of them.
Just enough time left on the clock to do it.
Oh, Chopper hears these footsteps. He knows that both players are ramp side, and that really does free up Young to be a nuisance here. Just double peeking on the back of that contact, not letting MDS get back into the round. And he knows he's in a rough spot now. Does swing onto Chopper, but there's the trade from Young. And that crossfire proves far too deadly to deal with for Nemiga, especially with Speedak being so low, right? And the fact that they both run from the lobby means that Chopper knows it would have been a very different round if even one of them had like tried sneaking around a bit there. Obviously, right, with time being a problem for Nemiga, that's not really something they can bring to the table. If he didn't know about both, that would have forced Young to have to play that site plant a little bit differently, right? And still be cautious about Vent, about the double door, about Decon. And so now it's just basically a full eco for Nemiga. They've got one Deagle on MDS, and that is the extent of this buy.
Easy pickings for Spirit. Well, not so easy for Magix. Gets one Deagle to ramp, but everyone else should be fine. Deagle's the only investment in this round. It's already getting hounded down. Speedak tucked in on the ramp side. Miz keeping his eyes on it, though. And there's the Deagle gone. That opens up ramp. Almost. He is very safe, and he finally gets it done as Speedak peeks in. Top hut molly, but no one playing there. And Nemiga aggressing into the removed door. Chopper's been holding all round for it. Spirit very patient in these anti-ecos, not giving much away. It should be a 4 alive round, unless Gio has anything to say.
Which doesn't seem to be very loudly at the very minimum. P2K hanging out in mini and actually just shot up through a smoke on a passerby. Now they're gonna just hunt him down. Put this man out of his misery. Three now for Team Spirit. Just as Harry predicted. It's almost uncanny how he's unable to really put these games in such a light and guess them just with such accurate precision. Now, he did say this would end in 2. That's the one thing we did deduce from our death segment. Harry Russell, the Oracle, as they call him where he's from, Brighton Fire Jar.
You just said that like a Yorkshire accent. Brighton Forageshire.
Why do they sound like that? Silly geese.
Look at this, right? We got the AWP on Speedak. I want to see that same Speedak from the other day. This guy was absolutely wild. And Inferno, you know, it's not the best map for an AWPer. Nuke, though, certainly one where you can put this weapon to good use, especially here outside. And so it's all eyes on Speedak right now. He sees this utility going down. He gets smoked off in the garage. What's this? A little boost? Are they going to turn the top right into a one-way? Now, that's cool. Okay, I like this.
All sweat.
They can't see too much, but they can see a little bit. Box missing the timing on that, and now they know there's a man in garage, but well, they know that there's actually 2 here. Both these players here, a lot of footsteps down towards B. And so MDS is put here early on. Lollipop is rotating into ramp, and Box is even going to join them here to supplement this B hold to help bulk it out that much more. MDS, they heard his M4 fire off. They know that he's around the rafters, but Window gets smoked. Team Spirit tried to throw a B play in. And it's been somewhat denied by this utility. There's a lot of players down on B, and it looks like this bomb might go back up A-wards, especially with Sumdai Young still lurking over here in the lobby. There is a chance that can happen. And the worrying part is that you're worried about everywhere right now if you're Nemiga. You don't know if they've gone outside. You don't know if they're still in the lobby. And so Speedak gets caught, Lollipop and Geo, the last two left alive, and it's a dominant round for Team Spirit. They keep 5 alive. They put a 4th on the board, and Geo's just saving this M4.
Yeah, that's when you can see the experience of Spirit on this map shine through, right? They know that Nemiga have heavy B rotates. It was a good call for Nemiga, but then Spirit pulled the brakes and they stop and they go wait on Sumdai Young on this lug. He could walk out A and get the bomb back up the vent, but instead he flanks ramp and kills the orb, considering it's a hell wrap, considering it's a yard play. Was not the case. And then Spirit just activate with 20 seconds. They overwhelm B. When all the fights out and keep 5 alive at the end of things. So damn good round for Spirit and for their economy.
Full control.
Broken boys on the Nemiga side. No money, nada. Pistols, nothing more. Save gun for Geo. Where can he really go to get the most value out of this right now? He's running towards yard off spawn. More util there early for Spirit, but no one going behind it, as is often the case, just trying to fake things out. They could even get down the vent. Ollie on top of the hut roof pushes Lollipop back to the door side, or the hut side rather than the door side. I guess it is a door to the hut, and they run right through, but they don't check it. They think it's clear because of the Molotov. That always has a gap, though. Still, the entries are in for Spirit, and A crunch has gone well, and the rifle has been heard in main. Box shot in the back coming up from B, and it's 3-on-2. Almost loose. Sumdai Young can plant it, but they're still looking at kills as fight's getting offered up. Nice spam for Geo, but surely not a round win for him. 1-on-2. Being very loud about his rotate as well. Mira's even moving towards main. Geo doubles back. Bit of a fake, but Spirit aren't falling for that. Especially not with things going quiet now and the bomb in their favor. They can just wait.
And it's another little filthy crossfire setup, right? The moment they learn where Geo is, they can peek together, they can peek on timings. Geo's got one flash, but that's not really enough to force a gunfight his way. And this wrapping through the hut, Mir and Sumdai Young both coming this way, and he will get the better of both of them. All the kills found in the round for Nemiga, but it's still 5 on the board for Team Spirit.
Yeah, too late. An unfortunate turn of events there at the end of the round. There was an idea that we had with faking going into hell and potentially selling the idea of going in through heaven, but does about all he can. Five to 2 here in the semis. Semis, what have you. Virtus Pro, wait in the grand finals tomorrow.
Nice opening pick outside for Speedak. Doubling back. Nemiga have had little control of the yard in this game, so finally having the AWP is going to be a chance to change that. Obviously, Spirit love these fake smokes down, and that's forced Box on a rotate. Here to watch Secret, but not being too quiet about it. Molly ready if he spots anyone. Spirit, again, bleeding the clock, but it will be outside taken after all, with players moving behind those smokes. Speedak flash and can't hit the timing shot. 2 down B. Box's time to shine. He's got the molly and the smoke to stall. It's a dangerous move, though. You see a lot of players get punished on this repeak. Luckily, he will not. So molly's down. Spirit can back out, or they can just go for the hit. Yeah. Still 2 players top.
All he's got to do at that angle is just ensure that someone is there. So he drops the Molotov. As soon as it fades, we start to see a wrap here from Team Spirit. Chopper and Decon. He opens the door, starts to prod into this lower site. His team will be joining him just a little later.
He saw 2. So what does Spirit want to do with that info, considering they're already a man down? You see players trying to wrap A. Amir might have a good timing, but there's not much being offered up from his position. Chopper's dead on B, so Magic just goes right up the vent. He's going to bait noise and find info, but he's the first up and the first dead, traded by Mir. 2-on-4 right now. Not an easy round for Spirit. They haven't really got the time for it anyway, and the bomb gets dropped by Lollipop's swing. That's a good kill. He'll go down with his ship. Mir can't even find the bomb or find anyone through the smoke. Box pops up the vent, and Nemiga win another round on the CT side.
Peace out, Cub Scout. Yeah, only 3 rounds, but these are 3 hard-fought rounds for the side of Nemiga.
And it's breaking the streak from Spirit as well on this T side. 4 gun rounds in a row. Or 5 rather. And then finally Nemiga back in the action.
There we go. Still plenty of money for Team Spirit. Not a big deal. Yet.
Oh, back behind the smokes. Box has dropped vent to rotate. Speedak. Oh, doesn't ever take the timing shot. Terrifying watching players cross right through his scope. Unbeknownst to him, Box with the spot. I like how safe Box is playing secret in this game. He's not giving anything away. He's getting info. He's dropping his util. He's trying to stall things out as long as he can because he knows that if he dies, then Nemiga are at the whim of Spirit running these fake rounds. And this is happening again. Remember that round Spirit put 4B and then Sumdai Young lurked out ramp to kill the AWPer late? That's exactly what we're seeing. Spirit make noise on B, then they stop, then they hold, but Nemiga are not falling for it this time around. Speedak is watching lobby, and they're not even heavy rotate B. That does mean Spirit could get out and trade onto Box and MDS, but good positions taken currently. So not a lot getting offered up for Spirit from peeking the window. They've got to commit through the doorway. And Speedak, yeah, he's going to stay here all damn round if he needs to. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. MDS dropping the smoke. Speedak kills the lurk, and now it is the B crunch. Box needs a double, but he can only do 1. Chopper with the entries to buy time for the plant. Speedak gives it up, and they have to play retake here.
Fool me 3 times. We'll pull out the chopper and let it rain on you in a 2v3. What can he do? A little bit of a miss there.
Wow.
All calculated. Chopper with the rain as promised. A round that got way too chaotic towards the end.
Yeah, that was very fast for Nemiga. They didn't really wait time to establish the retake. They were trying to catch Spirit in the plant. And after you get that kill back into a 3-on-2 for New York, maybe that's tempting. But Speedak with some very close shots. Close ain't going to cut it in a game like this. Not against Spirit. And Chopper, the double entry into B and the closer. Big round from him. 6-3. And the money of Nemiga bottomed out if they lose this round. So a lot of importance on this one for them. Otherwise, we're looking at a very one-sided T-half for Spirit. Oh, missed the vent.
Classic.
Oh.
Happens to the best of us and the worst of us. And really everyone who doesn't fall underneath those 2 categories. Sort of like, Harry, how would you classify yourself?
I don't even know, man. I'm in a box all of my own, my guy.
Because you see, Harry, there's leaders and there's followers.
Well, I can't quote any more of that song, Trace.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We got these outside smokes going in. We all love them. We all know them. Amir,
All right.
he loves this fight in between Squeaky and Main. Once again, these outside smokes are used as just misdirection for the most part. They do send 1 man out behind it, and that's Chopper, who will blindside Geo in Main. Team Spirit even dropping utility at ramp to keep players here, but Lollipop has seen the bomb. And so that triggers this rotate of Speedak back into the A site. They've got a man in vents, they've got a man in main, they've got 2 from lobby, and they might drop down the vent to B, and that's a bit of a disaster for Nemiga. They all in the idea that this was going to be an A play. Now having to rotate down to B, a plant in the final 6 seconds of the round, not quite denied by Lollipop. But these kills have come in quick enough for Nemiga to find an advantage. And if they deal with Mir, he's the only guy down on the B site. The bomb is not planted for ramp. Chopper doesn't have anything to deal with the man on the bomb. And so Nemiga, they do get that round locked in spite of it being a 3-on-4 retake down towards B.
Yeah, a lot better this time around, despite being a man down, as opposed to the advantage they fall on the B site the round prior. Very quick stuff. Speedak looking a lot better this map with the AWP as well, right? He was one of the key reasons they were able to take down fours in that quarterfinal the other day. Out-AWPing Z-Power in many of the head-to-heads as well. And even though he was quiet on Inferno until that CT side, until the end of the map where he did double his score over 5 rounds, right now he started off strong, 11-6. Pistol's out, and Speedak's in with another. 1 AK on Chopper.
Say step in the right direction here for Nemiga. Starting off a round like this with a man advantage. Not a position they've been into too many times in this game.
And the rifle dead. Magic's gonna grab it, but no armor here, and on the chopping block, he runs right past the Molotov. Don't think MDS was ready for that. The AWP also will miss. Lollipop has 2 targets on his plate, and the D does take him down. That's ridiculous. Speedak tagged through the box as well. Somehow, Spirit are making something of this round. B is open. Boxes come in on rotation, but highest balanced, Dirty Deagle player, and he's got the info as well. Do not want to give this guy a duel. So they won't. Nemiga tuck in, and they wait for Spirit to commit. Lobby is held, Hell is locked down, and B has box.
Oh, Magic's getting closer. They don't know that both players are here yet, so Box is here alone, but now hearing that AK ring out, learns that Disbalance is nearby as well, but this is an awkward spot to be in. They're trying to trap him, and they will. 20 seconds, they look to go up the vent, and Gio is just rotated away. He could deal with Magix, and he will. Disbalance getting that bomb down, no utility to deny the plant, so that comes in at least. The kill will be found, but that is still a very, very good eco round from Team Spirit. Chopper, the guy who had the AK with armor, doesn't get anything done, but that leads to the AK finding its way to Magix. He puts up that double, Disbalance wins out a fight with the Deeg. They're looking for the AK, and Gio will now remember it's in the vent after spending his time looking. Oh, looking to see what else he can get. Answer's going to be nothing. 5 on the board for Team Spirit, but Nemiga rather, just barely getting past Team Spirit in that round there. Not exactly the confidence-boosting anti-eco you were hoping for.
What percentage, Harry?
That one there, that would give you about 40% confidence.
That's not terrible. It's not like ideal, so to say. Just 3 rounds to go, this being one of them in this first half. Nemiga have shown that they're still in the game.
Yeah, still losing the half though, right? Things need to keep going. Nice shot. Chopper legged. How? I don't know. Oh dear, Miz found an entry. Gio swapping guns, and he does stay standing, but the spam through the door smoke could kill him. How is he still here? Should be dead. Speedak, aware of the garage wrap, does deal with Chopper, not falling for that one, and a man up now on Nemiga. The Spirit double back to ramp, which is open. MDS has dropped B. Lollipop coming in late from heaven as well, so there's no one in this position until Speedak rotates with the AWP, and he checks it and does nothing more, misses the timing. Now the util gives it away at least, right? Spirit are loud about their approach, so MDS needs to be ready for that B play. Nemiga go, fine, we'll take the lobby if you want the ramp, so you can't double back. You can take Hell to A, but then there's a player there as well. It's a good trap for Nemiga, and this backline flank is coming through very fast. Gio not in a position this AWP's going to expect, and that's a free kill. B entry is in, though. MDS can't hold strong, and the double flank does net another trade. Young holding on, hit by the nade, and now in a 1-on-2.
Yeah, getting to be at least. Speedak over in Decon, and Young. Is he going to commit to the plant? Looks like it. The door swings, but no peek from Speedak. That gives up this position. Ramp player moving in the meantime, and Speedak very, very fast there with the AWP. Puts 6 on the board for Nemiga, tying this game up.
Had to happen. Had to happen for Nemiga.
Yeah, they need that lobby flank looked like it may have been their undoing as well. Like it could have given Spirit away back in. Like the first kill's nice, but Spirit don't commit B. They all turn around and try and fight. Luckily, Lollipop and Co are able to hold on long enough and back up and force Samdayong to go into B and plant. And at that point, the retake is good. Speedak very quick indeed. And this AWP, again, continuing to be the bane of Spirit's existence. Money not quite here either. Gonna try and get down vent by the looks of things. It's been a tenuous task in the past.
No, they're sneaking out through the door into the A site, but Geo hidden. Oh, that looked like it was about to go very, very badly for Nemiga, and thankfully Geo, who was holding the vent, wasn't even considering the push, wisens up to it, puts himself in between two smokes, and hopefully he's helped lock this round in. Mir is coming in on a ramp flank, and he's going to be very, very patient and just wait here for someone to overextend into ramp room and possibly give him a kill. Nemiga don't have to overextend. That's the problem he's going to face, right? He's the man feeling the pressure right now. Kind of obvious in a 1v5 with bomb control given over to Nemiga. But this aggression that he's kind of hinging on is never going to get given over. And so MDS finds him from behind his little box. It's 7 for Nemiga, taking the lead.
I'd like to see Spirit go outside again, but try and work a little bit more. Once we saw Chopper wrap Garage and die to the AWP, but if we see, you know, what we see from Nemiga in their rotates, they're often just playing B from the get-go, whether that be box or MDS, and Speedak is often left doing ramp and outside on timings alone. And so there's a lot of room in the yard when Speedak's not there for this flank to come through. Do Spirit have the wide smokes? Can they take Garage? Or is it just these red smokes to Secret that Nemiga were getting tricked upon early in the game, but now have had solutions? That's a nice start though. Mir going above, catches box on the cross. They try and play Secret early, and that's Nemiga being confident and getting punished for it, right? Often it's been box safe rotating ramp or vent to come up on B assistance, but this time he tries to get to Secret fast, and that's the risk you take. A quick silo spawn taken. Spirit with the outside smokes, wide ones as well. It's what we wanted, as now they can do so much more with this as they can wrap outside as well. Speedak is here, supported by Lollipop. A is conceded almost, and Geo's come up the vent to try and help in main as well. So it's just a 1B player in MDS, but he is deeper than maybe they desire and could get this info on the backstab, but they're still holding red right now. MDS's timing is crucial. This balance not falling for it. And Garage has been taken. Speedak does not know that they're creeping up on him.
Real creepy stuff, actually.
I like this stop, though. They know Nemiga want info. And now they've got it. MDS gets seen in secret.
And he doesn't get anything for that. Speedak is going to catch eye disbalance out in the open. And MDS still prodding outside from Secret. Team Spirit might have to go A. They don't really have much else open to them. And Nemiga are fully aware of this. They've got 2 with a 3rd in rotation at this A site. Now maybe Team Spirit could try and drop down the vent, but they look to commit. Geo, there's one right behind him. He emerges from the site, but he's only good for 1. And in the blink of an eye, 4 kills come in. It's all left onto MDS. The man who was last seen down in Secret. He took a lengthy rotate in through B, all the way through ramp, up into heaven now. What's he going to be able to bring to the table here? They still are considering main. Magix is watching heaven from the CT vent, and MDS with the peek does find him. Now Samdayong, the last man left to beat. Peek from the hut. Gained, and the spray is there. Samdayong tries to do the full run back to lobby, and that betrays him. 8 for Nemiga. They build upon this lead. It didn't even look like they could take it back at one point in time, and now they have, and the game is starting to flow their way right at the end of the half.
Oh, the clutch is king for Nemiga, but that was a great round for Spirit. I love what they did with it. The patience outside, they cross into A, but unfortunately for them, it was telegraphed. It was predicted by Nemiga with 2 at the back of the site and 1 in the heaven. Comes down to the clutch to close it out, but a really good half right now for Nemiga on the CT side of Nuke. Spirit's picking the series, a map down, and maybe done in the semis if this one doesn't go their way. They're looking for 7 at the end of the half. Back to the lobby play. And again, we talk about the ramp gap often left open, right? MDS had to rotate lower because Box died first. And that was the case there in that round. Spirit have been really good at getting lurking players out ramp. But in the one round that they go fully outside and Speedak gives up the ramp room in Jules' yard, there's no one ramp. Spirit had 5 out. And yeah, that could have been the one chance back in, but they've been punished going late ramp before. This time it's early and it's just a contact play. Mir with a kill. Speedak comes in with the AWP. Mollied off, it's going to spread. He has to give it up. And again, that gives a lot of room for Spirit in this 5-on-4. They couldn't close a 5-on-4 last time, though, so there's still hope for Nemiga nonetheless. Box has dropped B, as he often does, through the vent. And they're going to try and overwhelm him in this lower site.
Oh, Box might want to call for some rotations here. Nemiga is still worried about this coming back to A. And now it will be abundantly clear that that is not the case. These rotates are a long way away from coming through, and this B site is already overwhelmed. Box not being able to get even one really does leave you in a rough spot if you're Nemiga. And so a 7-8 half looking likely here for Team Spirit. Nemiga aren't even on B yet. They're still up on A. Oh, they tried to throw a little vent flash there, but it didn't really work out for Speedak. He just goes down anyway. Does get the info that vent is clear. Mir hears both these players. They know that he's over towards Secret and Chopper there as well. It's 7 for Spirit at the end of the half. Nemiga in the lead. 1-0 up in the series right now and looking to end it in 2. Team Spirit want anything but.
Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the towers looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers.
Have you ever been to hell and back? Let us know. And you can use hashtag, well, let's try IEM for that one. Maybe not the best hashtag for it, but right now, we do find ourselves in a little bit of a hell, known as Nuke. Things continue to press on here in our semifinal for the CIS region. Nemiga on one side and Spirit on the other. Now, Spirit did get off to that rip-roaring start on this map, but Nemiga have shown and saved some face, which is also kind of cool.
Yeah, winning the half out, certainly not bad for this this Belarusian squad. Obviously had a lot of upsets coming all the way through the group in third place and taking down fours in the quarters yesterday. Obviously the top half of the bracket looks more competitive right now, right? With it being Na'Vi, with it being VP. Obviously Na'Vi now playing that third place decider, VP in the grand final. And a team here, will we going to meet them? Is it going to be found at the end of Nuke, or will it take us 3 maps to get there is the big question. We're still waiting for the answer. Spirit, don't count them out of this one. They may be down by 1 round after their T-side of Nuke, but 70 rounds, pretty damn good if you ask me. Nemiga, that being said, have been impressive. And so, I think this is a matchup where it's impossible to call at this point in time, especially with a split right down the middle at the halftime. Ain't that right, Harry?
Yeah, I was just going to ask him the same thing. Harry, what do you think? Because you actually actively predicted this to be a certain way, and now from the looks on the faces that we're seeing, I don't know that that's necessarily the case.
Yeah, man. I mean, everyone looks pumped, right? They all look really like fired up.
Edge of their seat.
I will say the vibe in the Nemiga house we've seen across all these games.
Yeah, they always
like
look really
good vibes.
Yeah,
like everyone's smiling, everyone's laughing, everyone's enjoying it, and that's pretty key as well. So yeah, it's nice to see this team boot camp, this team working hard, another team working hard. Fours, 14-6 up over in that 5th place decider match. It's not for nothing. It is for RMR points. You want them to get towards the major. Obviously, Gambit's still a map up in this series, so that one is not done. Even if fours take this one in a sweep, it will be going to 3. So check that out on our B stream right now as we wait for this matchup to resume, this semi-final.
Yeah, just a quick look into the other lives down the stream, if you know what I mean.
So Hugo, you know, what's getting you pumped for Nemiga right now? What's making you believe, or maybe what are you worried about?
Oh, I'm worried about Box, man. He had a really rough half, right? He was pretty damn good back on Inferno, but 4 kills at the end of this. Like that last round, trying to hold B, and he can't even do more than like 80 damage.
I knew I could rely on you because I wanted to talk about that, and so that's exactly why I asked you.
I'm watching it. I'm like, oh no.
You know, you think back to Inferno, Box was occasionally quite the difference maker, right? And he had a good game there. Now, admittedly, right, you look at Inferno and Speedak was almost absent, and he's at least really starting to come alive on Nuke. So in a way, you kind of like traded like one quiet player for another. But when looking at the roles that Box was playing on this map, it was pretty important that he delivered, right? He was often one of the first rotates down to B, oftentimes either him or MDS having a head down in towards that site, and not really delivering a lot of the time was Box. Now, admittedly, these B takes from Spirit were pretty savage. You know, they certainly didn't go easy on you when they tried to hit B.
Yeah, they'd often come down to the retakes more than anything, right? Like those B players never really got more than 1-for-1, and 1-for-1 was like good for them, honestly, on lower holds. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Nemiga are going to bring to the table in their T side. Their Inferno was just annoying. 10 T rounds, shutting down Spirit with hard executes. This is obviously a very different map, though, one that Spirit are going to be ready for. Mia, the man with the plan. Young comes to join him, but his footsteps get heard from outside, or not. No one reacts. He just hounds him down. He was very loud in his approach, but Gio did not see or hear him until it was too little too late. 4-on-2, Box, spam by the aim punch, MDS getting out A, but not for long. Idis Balance shuts it down, and that's both pistols in this map for Spirit.
Now, I did say in the break that Nemiga would lose this pistol, and then they'd win the following round. Now, if I know anything about anything, that's likely not going to happen.
Trace, I'm tired of you spoiling by reading the script. It's honestly, it's not fair on us. It's not fair on the viewers.
Something I will say, when these teams played each other back in the group stage on Nuke, Nemiga managed to get 1 T round to their name.
Well, in that case, it's doomed.
GG go next. Is that what you're saying, Harry?
Lose fast, go next. The age-old mentality.
All been there. Every day, in fact.
Matchmaking mentality.
I'd like to keep y'all in mind when I say we're on a. That sentence didn't work.
No,
we're on a 10-match winning streak. Us three playing video games in these last few days. Our CSGO Hub report cards, probably looking real good right about now. It's only green.
I hope so.
In my match history.
I hope so, man.
Especially if you just drawn attention to it, I sure hope it looks all right. See, I would never show my report card to my parents, much less you guys, much less anybody that may be watching.
I think I've had 240 bombs, and so I hope that report card is looking.
I think those were on
crystal.
Yeah, but Harry, your Glock damage per round might need
Yeah. My deaths per round are also a little low.
Can you stop surviving, please? Stop saving. Right now, Spirit are the one who needs saving, but they are doing it themselves. Up around now with a pistol in their pocket.
Ooh.
It's a first gun by. Geo dead outside. Wide smokes for Nemiga. Took Spirit 10 rounds to even throw wide ones themselves. Obviously not going to be able to cross garage in this one. They're still going secret. The reason you throw these smokes to go secret, firstly, more room. You don't have to worry as much about getting like flashed through and pushed at red, but also the AWP in heaven won't be able to see you as much, right? If you walk close to the smoke, it's a lot harder to get that spam off. Nonetheless, 4-on-4 trade outside and a chance to go down B. Boxers taking that position, but the rest of them wrapping A right now. Lollipop and Hut. There's only one man here. Ideas balance. Got to flip this one on its head. Double ramp play. They're going to push lobby. This could be a big flank for Spirit. They're not falling for the B fake. Box hasn't done anything to sell it. He has no utility, and he doesn't want to die just immediately fighting B. So actually, this is a big problem for Lollipop, who if he doesn't go, will get flanked. There's Box trying to sell that B fake. Does that cause any problems? Lollipop runs out with a kill onto the top side, and now the CTs don't know where to go. They try and double back because of Box, and they get caught out on the ramp plug. This is a great round for Nemiga, but they don't know about Magic's the second man to push the ramp side. He does drop one and spot the bomb. Chopper killing one meanwhile, and the plant can come in through for the heavens.
Oh, and MDS's position going to be enough to get the round locked in, right? That flanking through ramp, it looked like it could have gotten a little bit wrong at one point in time. MDS sees that ramp is clear, and then as you mentioned, right, he deals with one of those players falling back, leading them to discount Magic's on his push in through the lobby. However, MDS with some quick decision-making, doubling back into the heaven to play that post plant, is there to solidify the round. And so he keeps this game competitive, 9-9. And the money not in a great spot here for Team Spirit. They've got a deagle on some Die Young and rifles for everybody else. And this is prime position for Nemiga. This is where you want to keep your opponents for as long as you can. They run past some Die Young. He was fully blind as well. Luckily enough, the trade is there, but there's still two players in this A site. So they're walking into a 2-on-2. There's another in rotation up into heaven. It's Magic's. And Team Spirit, they lock the round in. They might have come into it with less firepower, less really all across the board, but they're still there. They still stand and deliver. And some Die Young lives by hiding in plain sight, as weird as that is to say.
Sometimes those are the best places, Harry. Right in plain sight. Right in the middle of the chaos, in the middle of the firefight.
That is not the start of the half that Nemiga wanted after breaking back the mold in their first gun round. Now they're the ones having to eco. 11-9, likely the time, unless they can do something ridiculous with P250s and Deagles. That Molotov well timed onto the ramp as it slows Nemiga down. Scout spots one out. In this time, Geo is crossed. He's actually in secret right now, and so Nemiga might wait on him to cause a bit of a ruckus before they hit ramp. They're actually going to double back to lobby. That second B player has come up to ramp, so while it's a stronger defense of where the bomb initially was, still gives more room to Geo to do his dirty.
Oh, what is that exactly?
We'll have to wait and see, especially with this window broken. They're not even going to know about him coming up. He spots Magix, he hangs on, sees the feet, and he's telling his team to wait, to not die, to... Oh no, Samdayong's pushed the lobby with a shotgun. That has really caused problems. This flank could still be everything right now. Gio is right behind them, but he doesn't know Mir's pushed in on the ramp room. I think he's got an inkling. I think he's seen something as he walks below. Magix takes the shot, back in for another. There's his team to pounce. Great reaction from Box, and despite that double shotgun push, Nemiga are down B very fast.
Excellently played.
Oh no, not like this. Not an eco win.
Sure as hell's looking like it. Young coming through with the auto shotgun. Big chug, making a big appearance.
Ooh.
And finally, finding himself a third. Netting some sweet cash in the process. Picks up an M4 for the trade. Now, here's the retake. ID's balance. USP's box all the way from the ramp room, of course.
Ooh. Oh.
Get him go.
That's a sick eco from Nemiga. That's unbelievable. The fact that they wait for Gio so long. The fact that the window's already broken because Mir came down B early. Like, so many things had to go their way. And even when they did, they play it perfectly. Box re-peeking despite Gio getting 1 kill. Samdayong stalled here. And him getting tagged by Gio, even though he wins that fight, he sets up his teammate for the 1-tap. You see that first kill from MDS, taps Gio. And we talk about the good vibes taps Samdayong. We talk about the good vibes in the Nemiga camp. You can see the hype there as they pick up a round out of nowhere, out of nothing.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I'll just do this now. I mean, if Nemiga do win, I'm thinking, maybe we get a little lollipop action. What do you guys think? It's quite the treat to have on the show.
Hell yeah. Let's wait. We're not out of the woods yet.
Of course, I'm, just getting ready for the inevitable, which is Harry's pick of Nemiga winning with 100% confidence.
That's why he did it. And Spirit regretting everything right now. They are broken. Nemiga going back to the door. Here with a bomb, but not spotted, luckily enough. Spam finds nothing. Safe positions for these T's. Apart from Lollipop dueling the smoke. Biax hit him behind the red box. He's not impenetrable, don't worry. Samdayong going back up on top of the hut. Here's the A play. They're just going to go in fast. Great entry, catching Samdayong jumping. Spam for the Deagle in main. Does a little bit of damage, but maybe takes some hits as well. ID's balance with the scout. We know what he can do with this weapon. And a Deagle at the back of the site. A second falling in. The back-to-back ecos, but no, Nemiga put a clamp on it. They lock it down.
Yeah, that clamp, you got to be careful. It gets a little tight. And for Mir, it's about as tight as it can possibly be. He's got a Deagle and 35 HP around where his team has already left the scene. I don't know about you guys. Smells kind of sus.
And so now Nemiga in the lead. In the RMR points leaderboard right now, Team Spirit in the CIS division are first. They're 45 points above Na'Vi.
Interesting.
Even with, Na'Vi having those points from the Berlin major carrying forward, still Team Spirit are ahead. However, if Team Spirit lose this game and therefore don't go to the grand finals, Na'Vi would leapfrog them and steal away first place regardless of results in that grand final. No, they wouldn't. I just realized it's VP in the grand final. So both these teams, in that third place decider, rather, I was just so used to the idea of Na'Vi winning, but of course, Simple's been really quiet lately, and that whole team's looking a bit... In that little third place decider, that actually carries a lot of weight in terms of how those RMR points pan out, which is an even cooler storyline, in all honesty. So I'm kind of glad that that's how it would fall, if that's what ends up happening.
Oh, they had one flash for like what could be an A retake. I thought they were going to pop through heaven, but the flash is on Mir, and he's in T-spawn. Does he throw it through the skylight, perhaps? It's getting desperate, maybe. Gio's already here to deal with him. Oh, the patient play for Mir, but he gets duck shot by Gio. And that's the flash out of commission, down to pistols retaking. Versus AKs, not a hope for Spirit in this round.
I don't know. Deagles can be pretty weird sometimes. But I think even this one's just a little too weird for a deagle to approach. Perhaps a beagle as well. Barry, do you like beagles?
Yeah, man.
Not bagels, beagles.
Yeah, of course I like beagles.
Bagels are good too.
Delicious.
Actually, in all honesty, I was just crunching some numbers here.
Okay.
And I do think the coolest kind of matchups that we could get on the back of storyline linking into RMR points would be a Team Spirit versus Na'Vi third, fourth place decider, and a grand final between Nemiga and VP, because both these teams are within 50 points of one another on the scoreboard. VP and Nemiga occupying third and fourth on RMR rankings, and Team Spirit occupying first, and then Na'Vi occupying second. Both within 50 points. So that would make those two matchups very, very important in terms of where you're placing there. Oh, there's a gap for I disbalance. That's not normally something that you're going to live through. This is not a guy you want to give advantages to.
Oh, no. And he's called the, oh, guys, it's a fake. No one's crossing the smokes. It's actually, it's not outside.
I
so
almost
unlucky.
wonder then, when they saw the gap, because Geo was looking right at the gap, I wonder if that was by design. They waited for the smokes to fade and then committed to the cross.
Is that a mega brain play, you think? Do you really think
I
that's
mean,
calculated?
whether or not it was like, whether or not that was the intention, maybe that was something they decided on the back of seeing a gap, right? I don't know if they intentionally messed the smokes up, but it's like, hell, we have, so why not use it to our advantage?
Obviously, now they know that Nemiga are here, though, because the Molotov has been thrown. There's util going down, but it's about numbers. It's about the bomb. These are the questions that Spirit still have, and they do rotate 2 down lower. Already mirroring the site. Magix will join in from ramp, and Idis Balance can quickly join with the AWP. Lollipop holding lobby. Players pushing lobby for the ramp flank. Not really going to matter all too much. B is getting overwhelmed. That's a great opener for Speedak. AWP not needed. Idis Balance does respond, but flashed off the angle. Might give time for a plant.
At ramp. This could get out of hand. The bomb might need to go up A if these results aren't here, but for Speedak, the results are in. And while Chopper does best him, that bomb is going up through the vents. It is going to go down in this A site.
Wow.
Team Spirit, they move all 4 into the ramp room. Nemiga, they kind of feel like something doesn't feel right here. And they still had players up on A as a contingency for that late rotation. So the moment they get the info that, yeah, there's a lot B. In fact, they're all B. They send that bomb on its merry way. And Idis Balance and Chopper might just have to save, giving 13 over if they decide to do so. They've grouped up here. Box looking to take these guns with him to the grave. Lollipop here as well. Gotta be careful as they both go down. No time, luckily enough. So, you know, this save's still coming through.
It's worthwhile to risk that for Nemiga. They have the money, they have a 4-round streak, and Spirit would be broke if they lost these guns. So, like, honestly, even though that goes nowhere, kind of worth it. MDS doesn't want to throw his life away, though. And surviving the bomb, that's enough of a sign to give it up 13-10. That's just been some great rounds from Nemiga's T-sides in this tournament, and that is another example, right? Forget the smokes outside and the intention behind them. Even when Spirit realizes B and rotate 4 ramp, not only does Speedak get 3 kills on lower, but Nemiga double back up the vent and fake them out once again. It's just, it's just perfect.
Yeah, and
great calls.
And you know, for Counter-Strike, obviously a game where deception comes into play pretty heavy-handedly, misdirection even at times, but redirection isn't something that we normally harp on. And give that praise right now, Nemiga. We're able to redirect everything perfectly.
Oh, dear.
And that's just another testament to it right there. MDS taking down Idis Balance with an AK in the very, very early stages of a round.
I love that. He just baits the AWP pickup. He knows that someone wants to get that $5 grand one-shot gun on this eco round, and they're still trying. Mir almost burning to death to try and get that AWP. Chopper will push outside, and Mir does manage to get his hands on the AWP. Oh, dear. They've let him get his hands on the gun they were fighting so hard to protect. Magic's in with another Mir's AWP, chiming in with 2. And this was an anti-eco with the saved guns. That was the extent of it. They were baiting the AWP pickup, and suddenly everything has spiraled out of control. Speedak left alive as the only man in the round for Nemiga.
He's been damn good. Look at that score, 24-3. Magic's dropping lower. That would have been his one chance to a easy gunfight against a pistol player. It's not going to get easy elsewhere. The AWP in the hands of Mir. Chopper armed and dangerous outside. Speedak wants A, but the looks of things, only man here really to stop him is Mia with Chopper going back down the ladder and looking at ramp room. Could drop vent, but he's got to be quick about it. 15 on the clock. Here comes Speedak. Will he check the right corner? It's all on that right now, and he's considering Heaven for good reason. Chopper steals it away, and that's an eco win for Spirit. Nemiga, they've done it themselves on this T side, but now it's Spirit's time to shine. Ridiculous round. That's a 5-on-3 with 2 kills in the hut. Mir grabs the gun. Chopper catches Geo exiting. MDS just tries to fight ramp on his own and dies to the CZ, and it all loosens up for Nemiga. They forget what they're fighting for. They go in for battles, and they all get picked apart by the pistols.
And here's a little bit of momentum shift. Looks like a little bit of a tech pause. For Nemiga, you're still saying, okay, cool. That wasn't, you know, like our greatest round, so to say. But we're far from done here. We've put up quite the comeback. Quite the showing here on Nuke for Nemiga. But can they close it out? It's the biggest question for us all, I think.
Yeah, not out of the woods yet, right? This is still in the hand of Spirit. Still fighting for that third map. That will be overpass if we get there. And that's definitely going to deliver after these first two, after how competitive they've been.
I've been told it's going to be just under 60 seconds-ish, and we'll be back into the game. So, I mean, I think Harry brings up a very valid point, a very, you know, interesting idea, you know, for that 4th, 5th place decider, and how this all could shape up in terms of a bracket and RMR points, the whole kit and caboodle. And a poodle.
Yeah, then obviously, you know, you got like Pro Tour points playing into that, right? Sadly, I do think that for Team Spirit, one of the closer teams within the Pro Tour, they need quite the boost to catch up with some of the top dogs right now. And, you know, a 3rd, 4th place finish likely wouldn't cut it. So, hoping for a little bit more, at least in that same boat of a team like Na'Vi, but they're already further up the board, right? They can afford to have, you know, 1 or 2 quiet events and still be looking good on those standings, currently in at 5th place. I do find it so funny the way that round, right, it starts off like in a really cool way with Sumdai Young, or not Sumdai Young, MDS covering the AWP from the likes of Sumdai Young and I Disbalance. And then, right, Mir, the guy who's prepared to risk it all to grab the AWP, ends up being a driving force behind the victory. Is that enough now to re-energize Team Spirit? Get them back into this match. Looking like it could be a bit of a change of pace here for Nemiga. They throw that vent molly. That's going to force Chopper down into the B site. And so now this A site only has 1 player in it. That's Sumdai Young up on top of the hut. I Disbalance can support from Heaven. And actually, he's going to drop right on in, ready for a fight, expecting something to come his way.
Past the smoke, though, Lollipop is very deep, and he's already found the opener. Just got to check the back for the AWP, and he looks away as MDS swings in with a kill. That's the A site done, but it's not the round as well. Mir's found the lurk outside, and that sets Spirit up for a retake. Money on the line, though, is the question being asked for Spirit. Is it worth it? Do we want to risk it all? And right now, Mir's doing exactly that. Damage done to Speedak. A kill could have incentivized Spirit to commit, but that molly sends Mir out. Might not be around after all.
It brings him down to half health, too. If he didn't run out of bullets in that AK, pretty sure Speedak's done deal right there.
Yeah. And that's a 3-on-3 with Magics in Heaven and a retake on the cards, but...
Not going to happen today. No, sir. 14 for Nemiga Gaming.
I like the pace change, right? Quick into A. Like Harry said, the vent force for Chopper. He sees that smoke that comes out from rafters and often like hints towards, oh, we're dropping vent off a spawn. We're going quick. But Nemiga, while they do go quick, it's not down into the B-bomb site. It's up into A, and 14 found a 2-0 round the corner, 2 rounds away from it.
Yeah, really, the timing of getting ahead of that smoke was purely everything. They eliminate the top hut player.
And everything just starts to fall into place after that.
Outside smoke's down. Amir finds one through it. Geo getting deleted. More players trying to cross and nothing else connecting. So they do get a bunch down B, but already Chopper is here, ready to go, and he smoked it off. That means they know that he's here. And he threw this smoke very, very early. Ooh, high disbalance taking the fight on MDS, and MDS trying to win that. That's a lot of confidence in yourself, but also not the the easiest fight to win.
This is the orb.
Learns the hard way.
Look at the B rotate. There's 3 here if you count IDIS Balance, who's watching ramp and can come within a moment towards the lower site. In the vent, they could have gone up, but there's still 2A as well. There's no safety. There's no easy option for these Ts. And limited utility as well. Whether you want to use your molly, dark or ramp, SpeedX making that decision. Magix is fighting towards the window. The pillar gets in the way. Oh boy, SpeedX does finish the job, but Magix finds box before that point. Lollipop lurking A needs both kills if they want to win the round. It's just not going to happen. SpeedX not seen by Chopper, who pushes in double, but it goes both ways, and Chopper turns back around. 12 for Spirit. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I think AWPing or fighting the AWP outside there. I know you're a man down, but all that does is dig the hole deeper. And like, there's one thing having confidence. There's another trying to out rifle the AWP. IDIS Balance at such a range as well. And Nemiga are just desperately stuck in B. If Lollipop stays in that top site and gets a second, maybe it's a winnable round, but leaving his teammate in a clutch, and Spirit, like said, not going down without a fight, not giving up just yet. 4 in a row, they need to find regulation win here. Fast out the door again, though, and that's a big pick. Smoking the molly, saving his teammate's life is MDS. And Lollipop gets given the AWP after finding Mir, who's been one of the most influential players on the side of Spirit in this series.
Yeah, and just to continue to have some sort of control of those vents, Chopper drops, starts to head towards Secret, so there is a presence in that lower portion. Now, IDIS Balance is repositioned with the AWP as well, which would have been the right call. Because look at this. You're real dead, Chopper. Tried to play a smoke, tried to play on the railing. But ye shall not pass. Nemiga Gaming steamrolling down in this lower site. Geo not stopping anytime soon. 2 alive here for Team Spirit.
Geo's going to keep going with the aggression as well. He's pushed up to the ramp. He hears the molly ticking onto IDIS Balance, and now hears them running away. Oh, IDIS Balance with a very quick flick. But Some Die Young falling in lobby. IDIS Balance is just looking to stay alive with this AWP. It's the only way they've got one. Up against 15. Is if it's saved right now. And Nemiga, they really don't want to let him get away with it. They are hunting him down. He hears the footsteps. He knows that they're moving around down towards Hell. Ooh, IDIS Balance. It is scary. It's not nice.
They're in spawn as well. Yeah, I was going to say, it's a great exit. If he goes back towards CT, they're already there. So this is a good save. In the lobby instead. 15 to Nemiga. And I love that as well. Chopper tries to patch the wound. He knows they've been slow outside, but with Nemiga being a man up already, they molly Secret, he smokes, they spam it, and then they rush B. And the key there is they're not playing this like slow round where they're trying to bleed out the time and catch rotations. No, they're 2 men up. They're just going to trade their way into B. And that's all they do. Run in at Magix and lower, winning the fight, getting the plant, and then spreading out for the hunt. No waiting around in that round. And this has just been a great game through and through from Nemiga. Back on Inferno as well. And here on Nuke, the map picker Spirit, one that has been so good to them, getting stolen away right at the end.
Yeah, it's just right there. It's a very tangible idea at this point. 15 to 12. It takes some real gumption here for Spirit to rally back. I mean, they're not far off, but it's very possible, Harry.
This would be absolutely nuts for Nemiga, right? Like taking down Fours, one of the other kind of big dogs earlier on.
Yeah.
And now Spirit, the guys who went flawless in Nemiga's group, who had beat them already. Well, out for blood, out for revenge, and out for a grand final placing. then they'd be taking on the top from the other group, right? Invertus Pro. I mean, hell, they've already taken down so many giants along the way. Pretty much all the big teams, with the exception of guys like Na'Vi, right?
I mean, not done it yet, though.
There's the other side of it, too, where you think about the first showing between these two teams on this very map.
Yeah.
And how, you know, starkly contrasted it is to this showing.
Fast out ramp now. Spirit, final buy, final ditch effort, trying to keep this game going. Chopper's come back up the vent. Heavy on that A side. They've been faked out before. But they've got 2 on lower just in case this ramp play is a commitment. Heaven boost for Chopper. Nemiga are going back into A. This is a great setup for Spirit. They've got numbers here. A third man and the shotgun that was pretty damn good in the anti-eco that actually was won by Nemiga nonetheless, despite Chopper, Sumdayoung getting 3 with his gun. Box is faking out B. Will that smoke be able to draw anything at this point? A 30-second Spirit is just holding fast.
Oh, Sumdayoung shotgun. This is such a good position for it. This can obliterate an A play, and that's exactly what it's doing right here, right now. Box has dealt with Chopper. That's going to force Sumdayoung to have to reposition because they can go heaven. They can wrap into this A site now. Speedak needs to check main, and he won't, but he does deal with Sumdayoung back in the site. I disbalance up through the vent. It's a 2-on-3, but there's just no time. That bomb does get into the site with a second to spare. He goes down. Box with another. This has turned into an absolute blinder of a round. Missed shot from I disbalance.
Bye-bye.
The nade might be enough to deal with Box. It brings him low, but he's there and he delivers. Nemiga, they take it. Wow, what a turnaround. That round looked like it was getting taken away from them. Look at the hype. They can't believe